Cincinnati Bengals. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the double.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't?
And right away, he lost the football. He's got daylight. The 30, past the 20.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Mostert is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cedric Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken just shy of the 10. Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Burrow on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
11.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Burrow will throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The Bengals had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
On 3rd down, And he fires one that's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing. That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in there.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open. That's Ja'Marr Chase complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And the Dolphins have got it. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. And that flag accepted. Sanders now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here we go. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal 1st. He'll look to throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue, because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are back within a score. A good hold in these wind conditions. The point after's up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Okay, ready?
Working with his 2nd and 4.
Right, 97.
Now Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow, a quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. This is caught, it's Boyd. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 18,
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
let's go.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. And it will be an excellent return here all the way down inside the 25-yard line. What a play.
11 empty, 11 empty.
Now Burrow on first down. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Standing just outside his own goal line. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
11.
On third down, Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense. Second down, this is Wilson.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's got it to about the 40.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Now it's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here we go.
2nd down and 7.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Bengals grab it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, here's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
The question for Mixon was after an injury-riddled 2020. Will he be back to his old self in 2021? And not only was he back, he was even better. He set career highs across the board, finished top 4 league-wide in yardage and touchdowns.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he fires one incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Buying time to his left. Open man is Chase, complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Here we go.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It's Mixon on the counter. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Hey, we got to go score.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2. I'll go ahead and kick this one and just give it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Bengals grab it.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interception. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Mixing up the middle. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 112 yards rushing here for Mixon. He's got a first down. Now Joe Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And McPherson on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Tua. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lets them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Cincinnati, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Miami, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.